Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a dumb mod I'm going to do to the famous US General rolling tool cart. I've got it on the jack. So we got a little Harbor Freight crime here. And I'm actually going to do a mod that no one's done before that I've found. And that's actually get this thing lower to the ground. I've got this space here. Sorry for the backstory, but long story short, I don't want to go any higher with this table. I want this thing to be able to roll in and out straight. So I'm going to do the full caster mod on it. And I want it to roll in and out without having it bang into the ledge here. So these massive 5-inch wheels, it's literally getting rolled from here to here. So this would be a situation where you're not going to be using this a ton because the casters I'm putting on it are smaller. At Harbor Freight, they have these casters that are rated to, I think they're in the 330 pound range, 330 pounds. You can see here that they are rated to. They're 4-inch swivel casters, considerably lower. I'm hoping this is going to be enough to get it underneath my tool bench. Now the mount is smaller than the original, but I'm not going to be rolling this thing down a 2-meter, racetrack, for soapbox cars. This thing's going 10 feet back and forth, so 2 mounting points is all I'm really looking for on each wheel. So thumbs down the video if you want to. This is going to work fine. I'm not going to be putting in a ton of weight. If you're going to be putting in a ton of weight and rolling it up and down, ramps and all that stuff, then by all means skip the video. But let's see how this works. I want to see if I can drop this thing down. Okay, so here we are underneath the cart. So I'm able to get 2 nice mounts on this side, which if you think about how this thing's going to be rotating around and how it's actually bolted here, it's only bolted to this thin stuff anyway on this inner area. There's no real reinforcement. So, very least, you could just drill yourself 2 holes from underneath. You can get it up high enough, it's already assembled, and get you 2 more holes in there. But it's a considerable difference in terms of size. You can see, video doesn't really do it justice, but these are both at the mounting spot, and this will be a nice drop on it. And not everyone's going to need to drop theirs down low, so this is a video, everyone's just swapping these dead casters out for swivels, but in my situation I don't really want a workbench much higher than I have it now. So I'm using also to work on it at this level, instead of using the old school wrenches and stuff, I'm using my little DeWalt 90 on here, which is a fabulous little tool here. So it's able to get into the little hard to reach spaces down here and get my nuts off of here nice. So there's 2 done, mounted on the sides. And really, it's tugging at ass hairs here to see if this would actually make a difference or not, given the nature of how you're using these carts. 2 bolts on there on just thin metal is not going to make much of a difference at all. So I'll be the judge of that when I take it down. So if you guys are going to attempt this project, it's a cumbersome way to work this thing without, how heavy these things are. So getting it up with a jack, this is my best idea on a fly here to get it up. But putting something like this underneath the wheels, this is 2 boxes of nitrile gloves, kind of holds the wheel in place while you can kind of work this on. It is finicky trying to get the washer on and the caster, so I will just note that. Try to find a little assist to get underneath that wheel. All right, here we go. There's all 4 casters on the cart, and you guys will know just as soon as I will if this mod worked. So I'm gonna kind of just balance this here. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if the mod did anything. Seems to roll around pretty good, except for this one, these things stuck. There we go. Roll it around very nice. Easy to roll around. And it doesn't fit. Okay, let's try that again. Oh yeah. Like butter. Well, not every video can be perfect. I had to mod my workbench just a little bit to clear it, but The previous wheel, it rubbed at here, and that's just way too thin. So not the end of the world. Unfortunately, I didn't get the drop I wanted. Obviously, it's only an inch and maybe an inch and a half difference. So there it is. I notched out that. That's just a aesthetic piece. The rest of the bench is being held up in here, and then it gets struts this way. I'm in the middle of building this. But yeah, I guess, you know, for what it's worth, I'll post the video. You know, you can mod these carts to accept lower wheels, and there's no problem with this thing rolling around or coming loose or anything like that. It feels solid as hell. So if you guys enjoyed this video at all, I don't know, kind of a bit of a dud for me, but it is a mod on the old Harbor Freight cart. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll get you in the next one. Later.